Hi, I'm Ritchie and welcome to the review room. And we want you to take note, an 8-inch one that is, because today we're taking a look at the new Samsung Galaxy Note 8, the latest model in Samsung's S Pen capable Galaxy series. Will this new tablet stand up to the rest of the mid-sized tablet competition from the likes of Google and Apple? Let's take a close look. Let's start with first impressions. The Note 8 looks like a Note 2 on steroids. It even has some similarities you might be surprised with. For instance, the 3G version actually makes phone calls. And wouldn't that make an awesome sight on a street? Like all the other current Galaxies, the Note 8 is encased in a plastic body with a silver frame running around and separating the front and back. It's designed to be held in portrait mode, and because it's so lightweight, at only 340 grams, it's super easy to hold with just one hand. It's a hair under 8mm thin, so slipping unnoticed in a man bag or lady's handbag could be the go. Going around the unit, you have a cellular model. Here's where the SIM card would go. Further up is the micro SD card slot, which can take up to 64GB capacity. Up top is the headphone jack, and on the other side is a small mic, power and volume toggle. Now here is the infrared transmitter for the remote control app, and further down is the S Pen stylus holder. And on the bottom here, whoa, stop the press! Instead of the usual proprietary connection as seen on the other Galaxy tablets, for the first time, a Samsung tablet actually uses the common micro USB port. Hallelujah! Now this is a huge step for Samsung. By shedding the unique connector, Samsung have made it that much easier to run a one cable life for charging and connecting your mobile devices. This leaves Apple as last man standing with their own Lightning connector. It will be interesting to see if Samsung carry this across to their 10-inch tablets in the future. So on the back, we have a 5-megapixel camera, and on the front, a 1.3-megapixel camera, so we're good for high-definition video calls. We have the screen, a pretty standard TFT display, with a high-def 1280 by 800 resolution. Pixel density is 189 pixels per inch. Pixels are still visible if you want to look for them, but it's not distracting. Below the screen is a blown-up version of the home button and two capacitive touch areas for menu and back commands. This actually works really well because it leaves all the screen area dedicated to apps rather than having to have a constant strip taking up display real estate. And for constant S Pen users, the two capacitive buttons are finally active through the S Pen, so no switcheroony between digit and digitizer. When you boil it all down, the Note 8 is really all about reading and the S Pen app. The first part has been addressed by a new reading mode. You can select which apps will get the reading mode treatment, which I'll try and show you now. So here we are in Zinio, and turning on the reading mode brings the text out by actually adjusting the contrast and color temperature of the background. Now the S Pen can be used in any text field by simply touching that field with the S Pen, so you can scribble URLs instead of typing them. Now the Air View feature ports over here as well, and is now integrated into Flipboard, giving you a preview of top stories before you dive, or flip, in. I've got to say, once you start using it, you do tend to take it for granted. The dual mode works really well on this size screen, with enough space on the top and bottom to work with two apps simultaneously, say with a browser and email on the screen. This for me is the reason I think the Note 8 is a great tablet. It's not so big that it becomes unbearable to hold for long sessions, and it's not so small that features like the multi-window are a little too small to be practical. I do have a couple of bugbears though. I think the feel of the Nexus 7 and the iPad mini are still nicer in finish, and I get that it's a direct, albeit expanded clone of the Note 2 in many ways, down to the materials, but it would have been nice to have a more premium feel. Secondly, some apps haven't caught up yet to the screen type. For example, SMH and Zinio are both big, successful apps, but only take up a portion of the screen. I'm guessing as a legacy to the iOS app. This makes it feel as if this Android tablet is still a poor cousin, and it's a real shame because we know how far Android have come as a serious alternative, and now let's face it, leader in smartphones. So that's the Galaxy Note 8. Let us know what you think in the commentary below. Thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe for our weekly updates. Until next time.